Hi, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, it's Brandon. I'm a realtor. I was calling about the property on 5th. Are you still considering selling that if it made sense?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, all right, I'm back making some live cold calls today. I'm calling some expired listings. This has been, I think, one of the most asked lead source that you guys see me as I make my live prospecting phone calls. So, of course, I'm getting my leads from the Vulcan 7 lead generation platform. Like always, that's where I get all of my leads. I put a link in the description. You can use my affiliate link to try Vulcan 7, the entire platform for $49. And so feel free to give them a shot. So let's jump into it. You can hear exactly what I say to an expired listing. How do I generate a lead? How do I generate appointments so that you can learn how to have these sales conversations that are not pushy, they're not scary. We're going to come from a place of contribution, serving the consumer, because we want to help the client, help the prospect, help the consumer get what they want. And what we're looking for are people that want to sell their home. So let's jump right into it.
Hi, you've reached Zach Sharp. I'm sorry I'm unavailable, but if you please leave a brief message, I'll call you back at my earliest convenience. Thank you.
Hey, Zach, Brandon here. I'm a local realtor. I was calling about your property off Campbell. I was trying to figure out if you were still open to the idea of potentially an offer on your property. Give me a shout back when you've got some time. I appreciate it, and I will talk with you soon.
Hello?
Hi, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, it's Brandon. I'm a realtor. I was calling about the property on 5th. Are you still considering selling that if it made sense?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, no, it makes sense. I mean, I just, values obviously in Royal Oak are crazy, crazy high. There's nothing for sale. And so I thought I'd give you a call and see if that's something you're still open to at this point.
I don't know. What do you think it's worth?
Yeah, good question. I mean, here's, I guess, what I would propose, and really I don't mind at all, is, I mean, when you had it on the market before, you were asking like $279.9. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't I do this? I'm going to put together an updated price analysis. I'm going to email it to you. If the numbers make sense, potentially you and I can have a conversation on what we can do to help you get it sold. Does that seem fair?
Yep, that seems fair.
Okay. And then I've got the email. So I talked to you in the past, but what is the best email for you typically? Is it your Gmail?
You can use...
Got it. And are you still living in the property, or have you moved out since?
I actually bought a house down in Toledo. I haven't run it. I have it in at the moment.
Cool. Well, let me do a little homework, and then I'll circle back with you. I'll probably get you the report tomorrow. Circle back with you tomorrow afternoon. We'll look at the numbers, and we'll go from there. Fair enough?
All right. Yeah, what'd you say your name was?
My name is Brandon. I'm going to send you an email here when we hang up with a copy of my resume, so you can have all of my information on file. And we'll do a little research, and we'll see what the numbers look like.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you. Bye.
Yep, take care. All right, so there's a good example of an old expired. This one was from last year. This is why I beg and plead with people to add old expired listings to your prospecting business plan, because the amount of agents that are calling old expireds is very, very little. And you can see from these phone calls, they are a lot easier than the fresh expireds that every single agent's going after. So we'll do exactly what we said. We'll do an updated CMA. We'll email it to them. We capture the email address. We set a good expectation to say, hey, let's look at the numbers. If the numbers make sense, we can then have a conversation about potentially getting it sold. So that's what I will do. But let's keep rocking and rolling.
Hello?
Hi, Joe.
No, this is Joel. How may I help you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was calling about the property on 11 Mile. Are you the owner by chance?
No, I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got the wrong number. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. All right, so we'll just update our database, take that out of our Vulcan 7 dialer, and it makes it so easy just to call the next number. Boom, like that, and we're off to the next lead. Or the next number, I should say.
Hello?
Hey, Dave?
Yeah.
Dave, this is Brandon. I'm a realtor. I was calling about your property on Inverness you had up for sale in the past. Are you guys still considering maybe selling that with the market being so high?
The house sold in February.
Oh, it did. Good for you. Congrats. Are you guys still in the area, or did you guys relocate?
Oh, we still kind of in the area. We bought a house in Metamora to make rich. We're moving. Actually, we're moving in tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, isn't that so funny? You probably did a lot better on the house now than you would have in the past with prices being up, I would imagine.
Oh, house sold in 6 days. We got over our asking price.
Congratulations. That Dave, that's great news. Well, I appreciate it. Wish you guys best of luck. I mean, there's just nothing out there for sale. So we're trying to find some listings, but there's just nothing out there.
I know, it's incredible. The guy across the street put his house on the market, and he was trying to ask the same as us, but he didn't update the house at all. He had all the builder's light fixtures. He never finished his basement, and he was on the market for about 2 weeks, and then he pulled it off the market.
Do you know if he's still maybe trying to sell? Are you friends with him at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm not friends with him.
Yeah, that neighborhood, I mean, I love that neighborhood that you were in. And so there's a lot of people in that price range that want to be in that neighborhood.
Yeah, they're all hovering right around 5 to 550.
That's right. So it's a good second home upgrade for the first time home buyers, and that's really who we're working with. But I appreciate it, Dave. Best of luck to you guys in Metamora.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Well, I mean, again, to me, yeah, we didn't get a lead. We didn't get an opportunity. It's just about making contacts, making the dials, controlling what we can control, detaching from the outcome 100%. We don't know who's going to pick up the phone. The only thing that we can control is making the phone calls, making the dials, doing the work, working on our mindset, and then working on our skills to have good conversations with real people. There's nothing that can take the place of this work from a marketing perspective or going out there to try to buy leads. I can sit here literally on this dialer and hit a button and talk to real, live, active sellers. You just saw a conversation with a guy who, had I called him a little earlier, maybe it would have been a listing. He just sold it. He's moving literally, what did he say, next week? So it's just great opportunities with direct outbound prospecting. And you can see that for the majority of these phone calls, they're very pleasant. They're very pleasant. They're very simple to make. Not easy to make, but they're very simple. So let's keep rocking and rolling.
Hello?
Hey there, this is Brandon. I'm a realtor. I was calling about the property that you had for sale. Are you guys still thinking about selling that by chance?
Which property are you calling about?
That one's on Linwood here in Troy.
That's been sold
Oh, I'm sorry.
a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. Are you guys potentially looking at making another move here in the future? Or?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay. Well, fair enough. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Okay, yet again, another call, calling some older expireds right now because there's not that many new ones, which is okay. The old expireds, they pick up, which is great. That's what we want. We want opportunities. And you can see, I mean, a lot of these are sold. That's okay. But what it tells me is like the opportunity is there. We just have to take more action because people are listing and selling homes. And old expireds are a great way, a great opportunity for you to fill your sales funnel with potential seller leads. So far we've got one lead. Let's keep going. Usually I will call different lead sources for about 30 to 45 minutes. So the way in which my day starts is this. I'll usually start my day calling the fresh expired listings right at 7:59. So when that clock hits 8 a.m., I'm trying to be the very first voice I talk to this with my students in my coaching program all the time about how important it is to be the first voice with these leads because they are time sensitive. And there's all kinds of studies and stats out there about people relisting their property or listing their property with the first agent they talk to or the first agent they meet with. And so there's great value in being the first voice. So I'll call the fresh expired listings at 8 a.m. Then I'll call the fresh for sale by owners at 8:30. Then I'll call the fresh for rent by owners at probably 8:45 after I call through the new FSBOs. And then I'll get into some of my the specialty niches that I'm calling. So absentee owners, old expired listings, past clients, centers of influence, divorce attorneys. I'll call all of them until probably about 11:30. Then I'll do some lead follow-up right until lunchtime, call all of the appointments I have for the afternoon, and then I'll take a break. I'll take a mindset break because I prospected 3, 4, 5 hours and probably had 30 to 40 conversations. And so that's a lot of work. It's a lot of mental bandwidth. So I'll take a break. I'll go to lunch for about an hour, and then I will come back, do some CMA work, do some follow-ups, return phone calls, emails, talk with my assistant about all the deals we have under contract. And then I will start getting ready for my listing appointments, which I do in the afternoon. I have an appointment at 3, an appointment at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Those are both set aside for listing appointments. So let's keep making phone calls. Let's keep filling the top of our sales funnel because we can never, ever, ever, ever let a day go by without putting new leads in the top of your funnel. Because what will happen is you may not feel it today, but come 30, 60, 90 days from now, you'll say, I don't have any more business. Well, it's because you took your foot off the gas. You stopped putting prospects in the top of your funnel. So let's keep making some outbound calls. Let's stay in control of our future, and I'm going to get back at it.
Hi, you've reached the desk of Paul Jagoda. Please leave me your name, number, and message, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Paul, this is Brandon. I'm a local realtor. Hey, listen, I wanted to give you a quick call. I'm going to be listing a property on your street here probably in the next week or two. And as I was doing some research, I saw that your property was on the market in the past. Wanted to see if you were potentially open to selling right now with values being higher than they were than when you try to sell. And so just wanted to see if you were open to that, because if you were, we could potentially bring some buyer traffic your way as we're listing the house down the street. But give me a call back when you've got some time and we can kind of talk through some details. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Paul. All right, so the reason why I left that voicemail is this was an older expired. I'm calling around a new listing that I just got, which I'm about to put on the market. This one is on the same street as the property I'm listing, and the price I'm listing mine at is a lot higher than this one. This was an expired listing back in 2018, and the market obviously way stronger now. Home's probably worth definitely more, probably 10% more. So in this case, the property was listed at 400. This guy could probably get 450 for this house. So I'm going to see if he calls me back, because potentially if I list this other home, I might be able to get his listing. And it's just a great opportunity because let's see, his address, literally this could be either next door to the listing I just got or 2 doors down. So let's see if he calls me back. And if he does, I'll try to get that on camera so you guys can see that.
Hi, this is Jim. I'm not here right now, so please leave me a message. Thanks.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Jim, this is Brandon. I'm a local realtor. I was calling you about the property on Tree Knoll, and I saw that was on the market before. Obviously, values now are being a lot higher. I was curious if you might be open to the idea of potentially selling that property again. When you get this voicemail, if you could call me back and let me know either way, that'd be great. And we'll go from there. Jim, I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I've identified a couple of these properties that are like right in my wheelhouse that are, let me do that. So, that are really good potential listings. And I know it's their cell phone. So here's what I do. So I will prospect, I'll call through the leads first. And obviously I'm trying to get people on the phone. That's my first goal. However, I'm listening to the voicemails too. So if the prospect's name on Vulcan 7, let's just call it, it's Peter Smith, and the voicemail says, hey, you've reached Peter Smith's, call me back. Then the second thing that I do after I'm done doing my outbound calling is I'm going to send them some video text messages. And this is something that I talk to all of my students about all the time. It's the amount of attempts that we have to use in order to increase our contact ratio is a lot more than you think. So like with a fresh expired, which I'm about to go back to right now and do some video text messaging with, we want to try to call them 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times on day one. Why? Well, Harvard did a cool study, and I'll put a link to it in the description, but you can check this out on screen right now. Harvard did this study where they said the amount of attempts go up, your contact ratio actually increases over doing more attempts. And the problem with what I see with most real estate agents as they're prospecting is they're calling these leads once, maybe twice, and they're not sending any video text messages. They're not adding them on Facebook and on Instagram and sending them private messages on Instagram and Facebook. They're not following up. They're not sending them any direct mail. They certainly aren't door knocking. And with all the hot leads, you're going to want to door knock them on day one as well. So let's send out a couple of the, I want you guys to see a couple of the video text messages that I send. And so typically, if I don't have, I have a generic one, but I want you guys to see some of these specific ones that I send to people where they answer the phone. I know it's them. Okay. So I'm just going to put up my phone and you guys can kind of see how I do these. And they're very simple. So I'm just going to get this mic out of the way. So I can do it like that actually. So the prospect can't see that I'm making a video for you guys. All right. So let's just see. I'm going to do this one. We pop this lead open here on Vulcan 7. And here's an example of one. Hey, Sue, my name is Brandon. I'm a local real estate agent. I saw the property on Tamarack actually come off the market this morning, and I was curious if you had sold the property, and if not, are you still open to the idea of accepting an offer if the offer, of course, made sense? If you could text me back, let me know either way. That would be great. Thank you so much. All right, so that's just literally, I just made that on my iPhone. It's real simple. It's right here. You don't have to overthink it. And because it's less than 30 seconds, you can send that through text message. So I'm just going to text that to this prospect really quick. And I'm going to probably do at least 3 or 4 more of those to these specific leads where I got their voicemail and I knew it was them. I'm going to send these specific leads to them now. All right, so I've got a bunch of work to do here on my side. I'm going to keep following up. I'm going to keep prospecting, calling some different lead sources. If you guys like these cold call videos, which you guys keep telling me you love them, you want me to keep making them, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And then in the comments section beneath this, let me know what questions you have or what trouble you're having with making your outbound prospecting phone calls so that we can kind of engage, talk about what maybe you could be doing differently that will get you better results. And then let me know which lead sources that you want to see me call. So I know a lot of you want to see me make live calls to probate leads, to divorce attorneys, to assisted living communities, past clients, center of influence. All of those are coming. So I'm trying to at least get a couple videos with me making live calls a week out there to you guys. And so that's my goal. But let me know what you guys want to see specifically so that we can make sure everything's set up so that when we make calls, get the camera on, and we'll get you guys a behind the scenes look into some live prospecting. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like this video if it gave you guys any value, and we'll see you guys in another real estate cold calling video very soon. Thanks for watching.